Thank you.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to a relaxed episode of The Dump. My name is Jeff.
My name is Tom. Hi.
I'm glad you were prepared for the intro.
I didn't know if you would be continuing on or if you were expecting me to.
I thought we normally trade off, don't we?
We did it once, I think.
Only once. Oh,
Yeah.
I have no idea why I think that would be the norm then. Okay, well, welcome to The Dump. That's Tom. I'm Jeff. Just to reiterate, um, there's no Justin or Jake this week because Jake was sick and we tried yesterday to record. Um, it just didn't work out, to put it bluntly, I guess. So Tom and I are trying to do something to get something up this week. And one thing I thought we'd talk about is this week Windows 10 came out. So
Oh, it did.
Tom,
I didn't hear about that.
bullshit.
Yeah.
So Tom, do you want to talk about it since you probably know a lot more than I
I
do?
don't. That's up for debate. So it's a new Windows operating system, as I hope everybody would know. And basically, it's supposed to be the blend between Windows 7 and Windows 8.1 or 8, I guess. I consider 8 a non-existing operating system because basically it isn't. But you get your start menu back, and it's also blended with the Windows 8.1 methodology of the tile-based thing. So basically, if you hit the start menu, you're gonna get the Windows Phone experience with. You can also see like the side menu of all your apps in it. So if you're familiar with Windows Phone, that's basically what the start menu is. On top of that, you get or no, not Windows, Microsoft Edge, which is the replacement for Internet Explorer, and might I say it's a damn good one. Have you gotten to use it yet, Jeff?
No, I have not. I know you said that you liked it more than Chrome.
I haven't even opened Chrome ever since I've installed this.
What do you like so much about it?
Well, I like the fact that you might shrug your eyes at this if
Oh,
you can
jeez.
even if you can even do that, but it blends in with the actual theme of Windows.
Oh yeah, I just opened it. I can see you see like the little tiles on the home.
Yeah, it's everything, and then it's also flat and all that other stuff. Like you open up Chrome, and obviously you feel like it's jumping out different from the actual Windows experience. But it's not just that. It's the fact that they have a nice and smooth experience, and they have some animations in there as well. I think it's just the fact that it's fresh and new. It gives a different experience. I've been using Chrome for I don't know how many years straight, so it having something different that's actually working nice. I feel like Firefox gets in the way a lot.
People
Opera
still
just
use that?
isn't there a lot. I use all of them, Jeff.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have Opera installed right now, but I install it every once in a blue moon. I even had a third party one that was just a mod of Windows Chrome. It was really weird. It had its own like torrent downloader thing, and it had a bunch of add-ons to it. Um, but that was really sluggish and everything, so I had to delete that almost instantaneously. But yeah, I'd say that this is definitely in the contention to be better than Mozilla and better than Chrome.
See, I have no opinions on Chrome because the only time I use it is if for some reason I'm at my PC and need to look up something. Otherwise, on my Mac, which I normally use, I just use Safari.
Yeah, and I'm happy that you brought that up. Basically, what I'm gonna say is Safari on Apple works perfectly. I don't think there's any denying that. It's perfect for it. I think Windows has finally found their Safari.
I found out how to finally blend it in with their operating system a lot more.
Yeah, and make it a lot more useful and also keep it up with the times rather than saying, "Hey, let's let it die and then we'll try to bring it back." No, they just brought it back.
Well, let's see how I'm kind of curious on it if a lot of people will actually migrate to it or if they'll be stuck in their habit with using
I
stuff like
think
Chrome and
I think the people who are not all that tech savvy will obviously use it because it's nice and easy to use, it's minimalistic, and it's already there for them. But people who already like Chrome, they're probably going to stick with Chrome. People who already like Mozilla, they already have all their plugins and everything, so they're probably going to stick with those. So I don't see it getting too much leeway, but I definitely think it's a good option for you to keep your mind open to.
Yeah, in all honesty, until you brought up Firefox, I kind of forgot all about it.
They're one of the big ones, Jeff.
I know there. I used to use Firefox, but it's just like I don't think I've used it since I was in high school.
I have the Firefox Developer Edition. Um, Basically, it's the same as Firefox, except for it comes with a nice little theme and a bunch of web developer extensions that are in addition to, and mostly just easier to access in this version. And I use that quite frequently. So
When
it,
you say theme, do you mean just something that's like it decorates like where you have your tabs and stuff?
yeah.
I actually okay. One of the things I had to do in high school in my program at Diamond Oaks, we actually had to make one of those and put it up on their thing.
You actually had to make a theme. I thought you guys just had to make a logo.
No,
Did you guys have to make a Mozilla logo?
no.
Oh,
We made themes for Firefox.
oh,
Yeah, yeah.
I want to see yours.
I don't remember. I know what mine looked like. I don't remember like if it was like under a specific username or if you'd be able to find it.
Oh, okay.
I know. Well, I mean, you could probably guess, but I made it Beetle themed.
I
Yeah.
was about to ask that. Yeah.
And I think we kept tallies for about a month on like a couple people's thing, and I actually ended up having a better one than my teacher because mine ended up with it was in the 1,000 uses like currently in use at that time. So
Well, I'm gonna share a little secret with you. It's probably because yours had a lot more SEO going for it, which is search engine optimization. So, like their search engine for the themes, obviously something with Beatles is going to be searched a lot more often.
then Journey, yeah, probably,
Oh, she did Journey.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, of course.
It didn't have to be musical themed. She was a Journey fan, and so
Well, you know what they say, don't stop believing.
that's true. That's fun to think about. I haven't thought about that in a long time. So, besides Edge, is there anything you're liking about it?
Oh, I can go into the nitty gritty if you want. I mean, their new Windows Explorer, which is how you browse your files and all that. I like the new iconography that they have within there. Um, they made things more accessible while also making it look nicer in some way. I don't really know how. I think it's just the fact that they brought it up with the times rather than I can't even remember what it used to look like. But I like the iconography a lot more, and I think that just makes it pop. What else? The new pop-ups that you get, like through their notification center. Like you get pop-ups like for, hey, you got an update coming. When would you like to schedule it? Although you have to turn that feature on in order for it to not actually auto schedule it. But yeah, the whole new action. Oh, they're calling it the action center instead of like a notification center. But
I see that.
yeah, I have my email integrated in the mail app.
Hmm.
And I'm assuming if you do like Twitter or something like that, you'll also get notifications in the Action Center whenever new things pop up. Like earlier, my Action Center was just filled with a bunch of emails. I think that's rather nice. And then the new sound little pop up that you get, again, it's just a whole theme thing. It fits a lot better than what used to be there.
Oh,
It's just
sweet.
a ton
They,
of little stuff.
you know how on Mac you can swipe up with your three fingers and show like your different programs and stuff?
Yeah, that little
Yeah,
button down there with the
yeah. I
yeah,
just clicked it. That's
yeah.
cool.
I'm sure that has a shortcut key somewhere.
I'd imagine.
Let's see. I know because you used to be able to do that on every version of Windows. It was just hidden by a shortcut key. Oh, okay. Yeah. Alt Tab. It's not the exact same thing, but it's similar. And you can just
Just
tab
bring
through the
stuff
different
up.
windows. Yeah, that's on Mac too. I don't. It's hidden through a shortcut key as well. But
Yeah, it's
remember,
just easier on Mac though to just swipe up if you need to do that.
no, there's an actual thing that's exactly the same as the Alt Tab, to where you can just
Oh,
tab through the different windows. I don't know what it is. And then you got Cortana, which I've been playing around with and is
If you do
actually pretty
Command
good.
and Tab, it'll bring up your
Command tab.
programs.
Okay,
hmm
it's good to know.
You just hold Command and you hit Tab, and it'll do
You
that.
know, uh, I'm looking for a new laptop to get, but before I decided to get a new one, I was looking into installing Windows 10 on my Mac. And I thought about it, and I came this close to actually doing it before I realized it's probably a horrible idea because I had to squeeze just enough space off of my Mac in order to be able to install it on there. Since it has an SSD, I got the lowest model, which is like 120 gigs or something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, and also you have the Mac command keys and everything. It would just been confusing. So I
Yeah,
actually read a
that's. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I read a whole article about it, and apparently the trackpad and everything has issues with it too. So if that's something anybody was thinking about, you might want to look up that article. I don't know, I don't remember where it was from, but, it was a really good. Oh, it was from Gizmodo. So, um, yeah, I would definitely read that article if you're thinking about it, because at the time I was thinking about it, that article released, and it geared me completely away from deciding to do it because of all the little bugs and issues it had within it.
Yeah,
But
I never
oops.
liked running two operating systems on it. Like I remember in high school they had like VMware Fusion on our computers. Um,
Yeah.
and I forget why, but occasionally we'd have to run something on Windows. I don't remember what occasions pop up that we need to, but it just was like it would slow down the computer too much, and then obviously with solid state drives, it's not a good idea just because you have so little memory to start with.
Well, I think you're thinking of something different. I was talking about installing it natively on the hard drive,
Oh, like not going through like
a dual boot instead of not going through something like VMware.
mm,
Since it's an Intel-based Mac, it's allowed to. It has its own program on it. Let me see what program that is. It has a program built into it for it within
Boot Camp.
utilities. Yeah, Boot Camp,
I think you had to. I looked into that before. I think you have to have the installation CD for Boot Camp.
or just the ISO. Um,
I thought I think I tried that before and it wasn't working, but maybe I
it's
just had the
just
wrong stuff.
it says on there ISO.
Well, maybe they've updated it since then. This was like a couple versions of Mac ago, and it was like telling me I'd have to have the installation disk.
Yeah, but you and I get any Windows operating system we want for free. That's nice. So that's not really an issue.
Yeah. So I tried out a little feature the other day about streaming Xbox One to PC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's Peggle. It worked amazingly.
Hmm.
First person shooters, not so much because you that's when you really notice a delay from your button presses and what's happening, and then you see like the picture quality drop.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of curious. I want to retry that again tonight just to see because I have my computer on Wi-Fi, which doesn't help, and then just because I'm not getting my full speed. So today I actually got my Ethernet cable in the mail, so I plugged it in, and I noticed something popped up saying like to edit like the bandwidth allocation for my computer. So I don't know if that's like something anybody needs to worry about, but I had to change like my upload speed and like download speed, like what speeds would actually work on the computer. Is
You know
kind
where
of weird.
that's located at?
I think what I what happened to me, it was an app that came pre-installed on my computer called Killer Network Manager.
What? From your actual computer, not Windows, right?
It was on my computer,
Killer.
Network Manager. So I mean, I don't know if that's something that
Mine.
iBuyPower put on there
Yeah,
when
seems
installing
like it.
stuff. Okay, so maybe nobody else has to worry about that unless you get a computer from iBuyPower.
You didn't change the settings through any native Windows.
I wasn't paying attention
Oh,
at first. I just noticed something pop up, and then I n- noticed a symbol I recognized, so I clicked it and figured out what it was,
okay.
the name of the program. But yeah,
Wow.
if you happen to have that, it will allow you to, I guess, control your bandwidth a bit more. But make sure you have it, like if you want to take full speed of your internet, type in your actual speeds or just disable bandwidth control.
I
It's
don't I,
weird.
d- I don't know if Windows used to have this or not, but it actually can keeps track of your data usage on your computer now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's showing me for like the past 30 days I have 93 megabytes over Wi-Fi and 294 gigabytes over Ethernet data usage.
Oh, this thing shows like all that kind of stuff. This little app. It's like it's just showing like the bandwidth and stuff that I've been using. Kind of, well, it's an interesting app.
Holy cow. I've downloaded 112 gigabytes through Origins.
It's kind of interesting. It's an interesting app to look at. It's just if you happen to have it, once again, it's called Killer Network Manager. Um, just make sure you disable it, trying to like limit your bandwidth. I just noticed it pop up like when I plugged in the Ethernet cable, and I was kind of confused by it.
Yeah.
So, just a friendly warning in case that is installed on your computer.
Oh, and a PSA. Just because you see the new settings panel within Windows 10, you might initially think that this is the control panel, especially since, that's really the only thing that you see with any settings anymore. But if you go to Cortana and you type in control, whoops, panel, you still have control panel, the actual panel itself as it's been through Windows 7, XP, and 8. So that's just, I think it's something good to know. They still have that hidden in there. They just tried to mask it out a little bit by bringing in this panel setting, or this settings panel. So,
Windows 10 is pretty interesting. Has a lot of cool stuff.
yes, it is. And yes, it does.
I'm really hoping that because now I'm on a wired connection, that the streaming will work a little bit better. It wasn't that bad. It's just like if you're playing a first person shooter, you'll notice that kind of thing more because that kind of game requires you to be like, well, delays just don't help.
Yeah,
Reaction and everything with that kind of stuff.
the slightest bit of delay, you can feel it.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I'm wondering is, what if, I don't know if the Xbox has this capability, but what if you connect your computer and Xbox through Ethernet, like you're using a RJ45 cable,
I don't know.
and then form a network? Would it? I don't. Yeah. I don't know if that would help anything or not. I don't even know if Xbox has that ability. But
I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty sure they've been very clear that you need to be on like the same Wi-Fi and stuff.
well, within that, how people form LAN parties.
Oh yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it would basically just be that, but between your Xbox and your PC.
I have no idea. I am finding out apparently you can once you connect your console, apparently I could open up the Xbox app, you can actually turn it on from your PC also.
Well, that's nice.
Mhm. So you get
You could just say Xbox on or anything that
well,
sounds similar.
now that's true if you have a Kinect, but they've been now selling the Xbox without Kinect, and I doubt people are going to buy a more
Yeah, that's
expensive
true.
version
I know I wouldn't. I actually looked at the prices of them on eBay.
of
You,
Xboxes.
yeah, you can find competitively new ones that are around the same price. So that's disappointing, but people will be greedy.
But the Xbox app's pretty cool. Like it'll show your achievements. You can see like if your friends are online, what they're doing. It has like all that information for you. You can turn your console on. Apparently, you can look at your game DVR, so any clips you've saved on your Xbox, all that kind of stuff. It's really nice.
But what if I'm not? I don't want to use my account. That's oh, sign in with a different Microsoft account. There we go.
So like right now, I just clicked and turned on my Xbox, and then I can basically if you have your controller plugged in, it will display your Xbox for like full screen for you. And then you basically just control it. It just displays the Xbox for you. So I guess if you had, it'd be more useful for people who may have their computer in one room and maybe like their Xbox in another. Like if you have a family room where your whole family would use their Xbox, and then in your room you have your computer. It'd be much more useful than for my situation where I literally have the Xbox right next to me and my computer right next to me, where I won't have to deal with a delay or any of that. But it's still a nice feature.
Now, does it work like if I were to wirelessly connect from my Mac to my Windows computer, where it will completely shut you out of your Xbox?
Say what now?
Okay, let me put that in simpler terms. If you're streaming your Xbox gameplay to your PC,
Yeah.
will it completely like lock you out of your Xbox, or can you still do whatever on your Xbox?
Well, I think it's just streaming your. It's just like basically your PC is displaying your Xbox for you. Like your Xbox has to be on for it because it's sending the signal. So you're like right now I'm on the home screen of the Xbox. I can like quit the games on there and everything. So I think the only thing you can't do, you can't launch video apps and stuff because, well, A,
Yeah.
you're on a computer. You can just open up a browser, and B, I think that's they probably don't want you trying to stream that. And then
Capping your
yeah,
computer.
but I noticed um it does go full screen, but if you move your mouse, there's a little thing that'll drop down from the top. It'll say streaming from Xbox System OS. It has the little an Xbox icon, so like you can click it, and I think it'll go to your home screen. It also has a mic icon here, so if I had my microphone plugged into my PC, I could just talk through it. And so I guess if like I wanted to join an Xbox party and I'm streaming to my PC, as long as I had a mic plugged in, I could talk to people, that kind of thing.
Wow.
And then you can click and mute it as well, and then stop streaming, all that kind of stuff. And actually, it also has a little thing you can click, and it'll bring up on the bottom left. It'll show the bandwidth that it's using.
Well, that's pretty good.
So it's a lot of cool little features in this streaming Xbox stuff.
Hey, cool features are accepted any time of the day.
It's true.
I'm kind of. Oh, shoot. Okay. Let me finish that thought. I'm kind of saddened though. Um, on the preview build of Windows 10, you could click on the little clock icon down here in the bottom right, and it would show you basically the same thing that you're seeing now, except for you would have a little link up towards the top saying stopwatch or something like that. It would open up a stopwatch menu. I don't see that anymore. Yeah, I want my stopwatch.
I'm sorry, Tom.
It's all right. It's just a little thing. One thing that I do like. Did you had 8.1, right?
Yeah.
You, did it annoy you how if you opened up like a Windows app, it would take up the entire screen and there was nothing you could do about it? Like
Um,
like for instance, if you were to open up OneNote, it would take up the entire screen and you had no choice about it.
it did not bother me because it didn't happen to me because the only time I've really gone onto the computer is when I'm playing something. So pretty much I only have Steam open on my computer. So like I said, I use my MacBook for it's my primary computer. I I use it for like everything besides playing games. So
Well, basically they got rid of that to where it'll open up in a window now. It's
well, that's nice.
yeah, better. And then you could make that window go full screen if you wanted to.
So move away from Windows 10 stuff. I think we covered that pretty decently.
I don't know.
Well, obviously we don't know the features that just came out the other day. We don't know
What?
everything.
Added new features?
No, I said we don't know all the features, I'm sure.
Huh.
Like you just found out while talking that you can do a multiple desktop.
I knew about that beforehand. I just wanted to sound surprised.
You know what, Tom?
I'm kidding.
So, in case you're like me and and you weren't at Comic-Con and you didn't get to see the HD Deadpool trailer,
I did.
they have they have release dates.
What? Wait, what? Wait. Okay, let me break down your sentence here. So they have release dates.
Well, okay, let me read this to you. So next Tuesday, August 4th, the Red Band trailer will premiere on TBS's Conan for
Okay.
Deadpool, the trailer.
Is that the trailer that they showed at Comic Con?
I'd imagine. And then they're gonna have a family-friendly Green Band trailer. I don't even know why they did. Well, I guess just in case kids go to the theater.
Why
But
have
this is
why
for
have
theatrical release, and they're gonna have it at play during the Fantastic Four stuff, which is August 7th. And I'd hope after it premieres on Conan, they'll have it online. That's what I imagine anyway.
after you said it's going to show off on before Fantastic Four, I'm assuming. That makes sense that they're having the family friendly one because Fantastic Four
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
rated R. So yeah. Okay. I thought it was just gonna be like on TV. I was gonna say, what's the point of that? It's rated R. Advertise something as a kids movie. This is gonna be like Ted all over again. Remember whenever that first came out, parents were in an uproar. They should have said this wasn't a kids movie.
I'm pretty sure they made that clear in the trailers.
You would think, but no.
And I did. Um, my dad and I went to see Ted when it came out. Um,
There were
actually,
kids in it.
we saw Spider-Man first, Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, and then we just walked into Ted because it just happened to be starting as Spider-Man ended. Um,
Legally, of course.
legally, of course, yeah. And yeah, there were like little kids there and stuff.
Yeah.
It was, just because there's a bear does not mean it's going to be family friendly.
But parents.
So, Suicide Squad, just because there's a panda shown in the trailer doesn't mean it's for all ages.
I don't know. You never really know with that one. That one could go either way.
Well, the
It is
panda
called
had a
Suicide
gun.
Squad. There's a squad.
Yeah, let's ignore the suicide part.
Yeah. It's a band of brothers trying to reunite through the lollipop jungle.
I mean, maybe it is kid friendly. I mean, the Joker said he's not gonna kill you. He's just gonna hurt you.
Yeah, and hurting's not rated R.
Mhm. See?
Killing.
So in other words, don't take your kids to see Ted. Take them to Suicide Squad.
It's much better. And heck, while you're out there, take them to TED too.
It got more family friendly, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Is that movie even supposed to be any good? I have no interest in it. In Ted 2.
Got a couple laughs.
Oh, did you see it?
Yeah, I really like the Liam Neeson
Oh yeah, you were telling me
cameo.
about that.
Yeah, that was my favorite part. It was so stupid, but it was so funny.
Did you like that movie more or the first one?
Um, I- I'd say the second one was a little more enjoyable to watch.
Okay. I might have to check it out eventually. Yeah, I remember the first one actually was decently funny in theaters, but then as soon as you tried to like rewatch it, like I
Yeah,
know
it was.
my dad rented it when it came out on DVD,
Mm,
and
yeah,
I
you
couldn't
can't
even laugh
rewatch
at
it.
it a second time.
Now I will say the beginning of it is you'll be sitting there like, do I really want to watch this? But yeah, after that it's fine.
Okay.
I'd say if anything, it's on par with the first one.
Okay, so it's probably worth at least the one watch, like the first one.
Yeah, yeah, I would say so.
Okay. Well, is there anything else you'd like to chat about?
Um, I mean, we could go into you know about the guy who got. I don't know if you want to go into that or not. I don't know if you know what I'm leaning towards or not either.
Well, when you say the guy,
Cincinnati ordeal.
did we talk about this before?
I think it just happened this week.
Because I don't watch the news because it's usually the same
Well,
depressing stuff.
okay.
I'm
Basically,
ignorant.
just to update you on the information, since I know I'm your news source, he posted bail, so he's out right now. Obviously, he has to go back for court dates, but
Okay, do you want to describe the whole situation?
um, I don't know. Do you?
Well, to be honest, I don't even know what you're referring to with it right now.
Oh, okay. Well, you know the University of Cincinnati cop
Okay,
who.
now I know. But
Okay,
you go ahead and tell it just
oh
so
man.
people have context.
All right. He pulled over a black male for not having a front license plate, which, as we all know, we would be pretty peeved if we got pulled over for that. And also, just for your information, it is illegal in Ohio. I think. I don't know. I think it's
I'm not
it's a
sure on
it's
that.
a BS law, pretty much. Um, but yeah, he was just outside of like the UC jurisdiction too, I think, and he pulled him over for it. And then they had like a calm talk, and then out of the blue, some confrontation quickly happens, and the cop shoots the guy in the head, and he dies and drives off since he's kind of collapsed over the pedals and everything. But yeah, then they released the body cam footage, which was essential to the case, and it clearly showed that there was no uh, illegal action by the guy who got shot. So the cop got, I think the word's indicted. Is that right?
Um,
He, he he's being charged with um, murder and something else. I don't remember what it is. You're welcome for being an awesome news source. And yeah, basically his bail was posted at $1 million or 10%, which would be 100,000 in cash, and he posted 100,000 in cash. So yeah, he's no longer in jail as of right now.
wow.
Yep. Oh, and another news. You know the saying "once in a blue moon."
Yeah.
Turns out that's actually a thing.
What a blue moon.
Yeah. Did you know that? I didn't.
I think it's a term for something.
No, it's a thing. Because guess what? Tonight we're supposed to have a blue moon.
Oh, well then. Okay.
Yeah. It's Friday, by the way. So if you're watching this and you go, "Oh, that'd be awesome," sorry, a little late. Hey, next time, right?
Next
So
week, hopefully, a couple games will be played and have some fun. It's just this
yeah,
week, with Jake being sick, and then yesterday was yesterday. um, we just wanted to make sure to get some up since it's been spotty the past few weeks.
yeah. Um, and what the blue moon means is that I think next month we're gonna have two full moons.
Yeah, I remember it was something with a full moon. I didn't know
Yeah,
what the.
that's interesting.
If we want to go back to Deadpool real quick as a character, um, not the movie. Uh, there's. I'm sorry, I'm going to talk about comics just for a split
All right,
second.
go for it.
Um, there's the Deadpool Secret Wars, which takes place during the 1984 Secret Wars. I think that's
Hmm.
like the first one. It's when like war between like all the Marvel characters and stuff. Um, yeah, I just saw this in like a little news story. Apparently, Deadpool was the first one to wear the symbiote that eventually becomes Venom.
Really? By
Mhm.
symbiote, you mean like the little material thing from outer space?
The Yeah, the black goop that's actually like a life, and
So
it
he
feeds
goes
on a
on.
host.
I want to see that in the movie. That would be really
So
interesting.
so it turns out that
Wait,
he had it on for a split second. He thought that it would not be good for his twisted mind to deal with this and took it off. And that's all I really saw of it. And then Spider-Man walks in the room. So,
wow. Who would have
turn,
thought Deadpool would have had the brains to go, wow, I really shouldn't be wearing this.
I don't know if it's gonna count as like actual canon to the origins of Venom or not. I just thought it was pretty interesting to think about with why Venom necessarily would become crazy.
I won't lie. Venom is my one of my most favorite comic book anti-heroes. I think is what villains. We'll just say that. No, I really don't know what anti-hero means.
Um, they try to do things for the good sometimes, but they kind of don't have the same rules as heroes. Like they don't
Kill
care
and all
about
that.
killing.
So basically, Deadpool is an anti-hero.
You can call them that, I guess.
Okay.
But yeah, I just thought that was pretty interesting to see.
Most definitely.
But yeah, thank you guys for listening. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'm sorry if you're not into like technical stuff since it was Windows 10 for pretty much all of it.
Couldn't love technology. My
I mean,
gosh.
it's like the only really big thing that happened in the last week to talk about. So next week, hopefully we'll have some fun with some Family Feud and stuff.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So happy dumping, everybody, one and all.